All right, well, this is a perennial subject, and it sort of pisses me off the way people approach it. So I just watched a Snake Plisskenist video. Um, can you hear that? A Snake Plisskenist video. And, I'm taking time out of work. Billable hours, man. So this is important. Um, so, aka Snake Plisskenist video on free will, and this is a perennial topic, but he and so many other people act like, well, it's just obvious. Snake Plisskenist is like, well, when I was 5, I figured it out. Excuse me for not accepting your 5-year-old mentality's take on, the what the fundamental characteristics of nature might be. I think I'm just gonna have to go with my gut on this one, and rather than your 5-year-old self. But one of the things he does is he goes through, because of this word free. But I've been saying for years, and actually, let's rewind to last century. No, the century before that, when a fellow named Nietzsche said that, of course, there's no free will or unfree will for that matter. It's a stupid question whether the will is free. Nothing is free in that sense. It's a question of, is there a strong versus weak will? Are some wills stronger or weaker? And you'll notice in the Snake Plisskenist video, he goes on to talk about strong versus weak wills and what weak wills are prone to, the maladies that they're prone to. Now, he thinks fighting for social justice is such a malady. Like caring. Have you ever noticed how activists kind of have an axe to grind? Yeah, I wonder why people with axes to grind are disproportionately represented in social justice. I wonder why people like who lose a family member protest wars more in the future. How odd. Must be a malady. But they don't have a free will, but they have weak will. Right, so it's weak versus strong will, and it's the phenomena of will that we're talking about. And whatever you say, whether will is an illusion or not, there is a phenomena there. And if you want to look at it as a physical phenomena, then you're going to talk about this relativity of wills and what does it mean to have a strong versus a weak will. Again, whether the options that seem like choices are really choices or not. Now, this idea of just I've looked at the universe and I figured out there's no room for free will. Well, I've looked at your conception of the universe and figured out that you don't have room in it for the concept of free will. But what's the alternative? Destiny. It was destiny. Becky, John, what a lovely wedding. It was destiny. Oh, now your child has died. It was destiny. It's kind of like the will of nature. Everything is meant to happen. For, for no reason, because we're modern. At least in the old days when they believed that bullshit, they thought, for a reason. And you're all like, but for no reason. That's why life sucks. No, look, my challenge to all of you anti-free will people is, upgrade your lingo to state-of-the-art 19th century discourse, Nietzsche, and let's talk about willpower. You're going to deny that some people seem to have a weaker will or a stronger will? Are you going to deny that part of the phenomena? Because I doubt it. Generally, no. You're going to understand that. And as far as the total unfreedom of the will that you have deduced with your logical analysis, I don't think you understand the laws of nature enough. You're just not willing to accept the fact that if there is such a thing as willpower, that it arises from nature. It's not a magical thing. It doesn't require ghosts. It doesn't require magical other realms and platonic realities. If it's happening, it's happening here. And my take is this. It's like we're a bunch of salts and some water. And we're walking around going to fucking Avatar. That's already pretty surprising and outstanding for basically a rock, a slush, a slushy mineral mixture to be walking around. So what you see is what you get. The freedom of the will, really the phenomena of will and the relative phenomena of willpower, it achieves what you see. This is it. This is what we get from it. You don't get to fly and stuff Because there's no free will where it's infinitely more, it's powerful. There is no weakness. It's all strongness. No, that doesn't happen. Okay, so you get limitations in reality, and this is it. A slush, a bunch of minerals can decide to go there instead of there. That's if you think that's magical, then the magic is already present. If it's magical to be able to go through this door or that door, then yay, magic. But it doesn't mean that everything goes and we're in some sort of a dream where I will fly when I get enough yoga meditation hours in, 10,000 to be exact. Right, so my challenge is for you to start upping your game and talk about willpower. Now, see what you can say about willpower. Do you really not think there's weak-willed people? I know Snake Plisskenus does. So that's the real question. And your deductions, whatever. Good luck with those. I mean, they don't they prove nothing because you're still experiencing this experience, and your alternative is to take up some uh, lingering metaphysical notion that things are just meant to be. And why would you do that? So you don't have to worry. That's the real goal. You said people want to feel better in each other. Well, that's somewhat true, but that's not the only reason to believe in will. The, the only reason to not believe in will when you go around willing all the time anyway is so you don't have to feel responsible or worry, because that's what the brain really wants is adorasia. No worries. So, anyway, step up your game.